Good evening, SBC, SBCC, BSL, and every point in between. Good evening, and welcome to this week's edition of Shoot Your Shot. I am your host, Mike Walker. I have my co-host with me, Joseph Fortenberry. We have our guests, but I don't really want to consider them guests, but our friends of the show, Tamara Miles and Dwan Jackson, his first time being here. So glad to have y'all here. Glad to have y'all watching. And this should be an exciting show. And let's speak to everybody here today. Good evening, Andrea, Keena, Keisha, Marie. Yeah. Yeah, she want to play trivia. Chauncey, glad to have you here. Stacy, glad to have you here. Shamika, we have a whole bunch of y'all. Venus, glad to have you here tonight. Look, Dwan spoke to himself. Either what up, party people?
He did what I did. Come on now.
I did.
Yeah,
Come
hey,
on now.
Deborah. Janie, glad to have you here. Jennifer.
Oh, Janie, hey.
Yeah, and Josette spoke to herself. Hey, folks. Sharonda West. And wait, wow, Miss Miles, you spoke to yourself too as well, though.
Joy. Go on and speak to yourself.
I wasn't going to say that.
Manisha, glad to have you here, fellow Alabamian. Glad to have you here. Trevor North, definitely glad to have you here. Glad to have you here. Stacy, wait a minute, I spoke to myself too. Wait a minute.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I spoke to myself too. So glad to have all y'all here. Glad. Well, without further ado, let's attack tonight's topic for tonight. As you looked at the preview as the advertisement, we're talking about May to December relationships. And most of y'all, like I just found out maybe 20 minutes ago, aren't familiar with that term May to December. So we got a little help from our friends from the Urban Dictionary. And May to December relationship reads as follows. And we got a whole bunch of stuff here. And in a relationship where there's a substantial age difference between the two people, and the relationship does not consider either partner being considered legally underage, which is commonly known as pedophilia or something else entirely. Okay, here are the examples of a May to December romance. Connor is 52 years old, but his girlfriend Debbie is 25. Therefore, they are in a May to December relationship. Number 2, Linda is 48 years old, but she is a total cougar because she's dating a 22-year-old boy named Devin. They have a May to December
call him a boy.
I know. Yeah, he's just a pup, okay? And number 3, Miss Smith is 50, and Mr. Smith is 50, and Mrs. Smith is 26. They have been married for 2 years and are in a May to December relationship. So, hopefully we're clear on that definition. And so tonight's topic, at least one of the topics we'll be discussing today is, are you open to a May to December relationship?
I'm hoping somebody changed my mind about the way I feel. Come on, y'all.
Okay. You care to expound, sister?
I can't do it. I just can't, And it's one of my pet peeves right now, because I have a lot of younger men that do approach me, and I'm thinking, why? And to me, I tried to process this and think about it, and my thought was that, I am 48 years old. I've had 30-year-olds, 20-something-year-olds, 30-year-olds, early 40-year-olds. And my thought of it was that you've been looking at a lot of sexy bodies in your past. Like you looking at young, younger women than me, and I'm fabulous, but I'm flabby and I'm saggy, and you get what I'm saying. So what you want to be bothered with my flabby, saggy, fabulous? When you could be looking at somebody that's much younger your age. So that's been
Mhm.
my concern that's been the main concern for me. You know.
Really?
I think
I mean, but go ahead.
especially in my area, because I'm in South Florida. You'll see made to December relationships everywhere. These old 60, 65-year-old men rolling up with a 26-year-old. You're like, what is that? What do they have in common? So I think for me, I've been in those type of situations, but not in that realm of a difference. Uh, like I dated when I was 40, I dated somebody who was like 56, 58. Okay, 16, 18 years, you may have some things in common, but I think the more of the gap of the age, the less in common that you have with that person. So I don't really think that's going to work, in my
Hmm.
opinion.
Okay, okay. And Tracy says what I said a few minutes ago. It's actually an old term. It's been around for decades. But like I said, talking in the pre-show, people take something, they just change the title of it, but the definition's still the same though. So what say you, Sis Miles?
Like I said in the pre-show, I don't want nothing old but money. So I prefer a younger man.
How much
Wait,
younger would you go?
yeah, how much
Uh,
younger?
I
Look
used to
at
have
you.
a rule
Look
that
at
had to
look at
be
Look at you. Look at you.
you.
I would probably go 17, 18 years.
Mhm.
Oh, younger. Okay.
Yeah,
That's
17, 18 years younger than me.
now that's a
Yeah.
nice gap right there.
Mhm.
And why is that?
I think younger men, they're still exciting to me. To me, they're still exciting. So I take that, I was a young mother, I raised 4 boys. And when I turned 30, I felt like I was just, starting to live my life. So I'm kind of behind, you know. And so they're viral. They always want to go, 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 and I'm a go, go, goer. So, I can appreciate that. Being 55 doesn't mean that I'm on a walker and, just don't want to do anything. I mean, because I see colleagues and I see people I went to school with, and they are 55. So we're 55 and 56. They look like they're 80. They had hard lives. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is I want to stay as young as as I can, as long as I am, and I don't want nobody my age. That's just a preference.
I mean, ain't nothing's wrong with that. That just you bring up a good point though, because and I hate to say this because I'm 51
Mm-hmm.
and I went to high school with some gorgeous women,
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous, but you know, uh, don't laugh. But 30 something plus years later, some look fantastic, look
Mm-hmm.
great, but I can see where you're coming from, Tamara. I can see where you coming from. I mean, seriously, that may
Mm-hmm.
sound superficial, you know, but you know, but but then again, it leads to the question: how many of us would date someone older?
Right.
I would definitely,
Mhm.
and I have, and I mean, some of it too has to do with I'm very attracted to emotional maturity, and
Mhm.
I'm attracted to intelligence and life experiences, and most of those men are older. You know what I mean? Like they've traveled, they just have much more life experiences. So like for me, I like it when an older guy likes the fact that I'm younger because I'm still like in that hip hop and the body rocking kind of zone. And I don't know, dating younger guys to me is just
But you know what Joe said? Sometimes now you can tell when a man is mature just by the way he speaks, by the way he
mm,
handles his own personal business. So, you have those men that are 39 and 40 that are they've done nothing. They've not grown up. They
Mhm.
probably still mama's babies and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to differentiate between the two. So, I mean, I would say to you, if you and I were talking, having a conversation, I would say, Josette, communicate with the man and try to distinguish his maturity level, because
oh,
not
that's
all
very easy for that. To me, that's easy to do to determine their maturity level. I mean, to me, so let me. I'm in California. I'm just leave it
okay,
at that.
well, yeah, okay. That
I'm
makes,
just leave it at that.
that
I'm
does
in the,
What's
make
up?
sense.
I'm
What's
around
up
by
with
the
that?
Bay Area in California. Okay, I'm gonna just let it go.
Yeah.
Listen, Melly Mel says this. I went out with a man 14 years older than me. At the end of the night, the owner asked my date if I was his daughter.
Oh, oh,
Now, in fairness, Melly Mel, you are a youthful, young-looking young lady now.
yeah.
Let's be honest now. So,
Hmm.
but still, I get what you're saying, though. So, I mean,
I think I would have snapped on him. You don't ask somebody. I would have snapped. Who are you asking? I said, excuse me. And yeah, I would have. Again, I'm in
yeah,
Wasn't
California.
yeah, and
wasn't there a movie with Angela Bassett? Stella got a groove back.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't she like 50 something and Tay Diggs was like 25?
Well,
Hmm
in the movie, he was 20 and she was 40.
Oh, now
Mm-hmm.
what's she gonna do with a 20? Well, never mind, never mind. Go ahead.
She
But I'm
did
gonna
it.
tell y'all the ending of that story because she's from Cal. I think she lives in
Yeah,
California and is
that's a
from
true
California,
story.
and the relationship didn't last.
No,
Mm-hmm.
but he was
So Stella
20.
got her groove back,
But
but
he
I
was
don't know who she
she
grooving
got
with now.
some type of groove back, but I don't
She
know.
ain't grooving with that same dude now. So
Deborah Russell says, I've done 12 years older when I was in my 20s. I want children, so now in my 40s, I am not going to date no man too old.
mm.
Well, Deborah, how old is too old, though?
Hmm.
Yeah, how old is too old? So, wait a minute, Ronald. Ronald says, well, I am 53 and still be on the go. So I need someone who can keep up.
Oh, all right.
So now you know what I'm gonna bring up something that may not have to do with this topic really, but it is a reality of
Mm-hmm.
it. And I don't know why God created us this way, but a man can produce children until he's
Yeah,
almost dead,
yeah,
80,
versus
exactly.
a
90 years
woman
old.
that cannot.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So for a man to want to desire a younger woman, he can still procreate. I know, you know what I mean. He can still produce children,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
for a woman to, you know what I mean? It's just I think about that sometimes, but it's a fact, you know.
Hmm.
So what y'all gonna be doing at 70? Y'all gonna be hip hopping and body rocking, and I gonna got this younger woman, and here she come with this baby, and
You're gonna be changing both their diapers, the baby
yeah,
and the man.
I didn't say it. He did. Dwan said it. Dwan said it.
Oh man,
My bad. My bad. My bad.
wait, now Chauncey said I'm 45. I can do 40 to 55. That's about it. And 55 might be pushing it. I get you. I get you. So Venus, no one in Memphis is interested. I find that a little hard to believe, though, especially looking at your profile. I kind of find that hard to believe, though. Here's Jeanette. I used to only consider dating older men. I am open to younger men now, but at 50, I would not date a man younger than 40. Also, if the man still wants children, it's not going to work. And I'm glad you said that, Jeanette. That's some of the bigger issues why a older woman is kind of fearful of dating a younger man, because they're fearful that, well, he may want children and this factory is closed, you know. He may not want children. What say y'all? You know,
Well,
I would really like for somebody to elaborate or explain to me, why would a man so young be attracted to an older woman such as that? I would like somebody to elaborate and convince me as to maybe yeah. Come on.
okay, go ahead.
Well, personally, I'm 45. I turned 46 in December. So personally, and I don't have any kids. I would like a kid. So I'm looking for somebody younger so that I can have children in the future. So even though my dating range should be from 45, for 50, something like that, I have to look younger because I still want kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. It's hard.
So why would a young man in his 30s want somebody flabby and flappy like me at 48?
Okay, wait. Listen, look at and y'all look at Tamara and look at Josette. These are two very attractive women. Okay.
Ow.
I mean, and it has nothing to do with flabby.
Right.
Both of y'all are attractive, older, mature women. Y'all carry yourselves in a wonderful way. Y'all different, but y'all carry yourselves in a way that would attract any heterosexual man with some sense and good eyesight and some sense. So don't put yourself down now.
No.
There's men out there that love some flabby women. They love it. I'm just saying.
I think younger men are attracted. I think younger men are attracted to older women because of their maturity level. And now, of course, you hear about, younger men want older women because they want them to be a sugar mama or a cougar. I'm neither. Okay, I'm neither. I need you to be right there with me, because we're not getting ready to do that. But there are some younger men that just maybe their mothers and grandmothers impressed upon them, and they just want a woman that is not silly, because a lot of younger guys say that the younger women, they haven't matured yet. You know what I'm saying? They haven't grown up. That could be their reason. But as of late, in the last 10 years, we've seen an influx of older women, younger men. And I don't care how much flab you got, girl. I'm fluffy, but I am happy with the skin I am in. I mean, hey, flab, girl, some men like that flab.
No, I don't have a problem with my flabbiness. Now, I don't have no problem with my couple of extra inches or whatever the case is. But I don't know, like I just don't see why a younger man out here now in California, I'm gonna just say out here, when you see that going on, is financial reasons. The younger man is dating the older man because of financial reasons. So when you say May to December, you talking about, well, they right here, right now, they looking for people that's got their tax refunds. Now, welcome to California. But I mean, that's just how it is out here. So anything with money looks good to them.
Yeah. Yeah, but what? Go ahead. No. Go ahead.
Then some women want these men out here with a 6-pack. A brother got a keg. I ain't got a 6-pack.
Not a keg, DeJuan. Not a keg.
I got a keg. So if you can't deal with this keg that I'm carrying, then hey, you gotta move on.
I call that a playground. That's a playground.
And I've heard that.
Playground.
And I've heard that too, Tamara, I've heard that. That's a okay, yeah, okay, I get
And
you.
see, I mean, I don't want no, me being one. I want a younger man that I don't want him skinny. I want the playground. I want the cake. I want all of that. All of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm so secure in me. I can actually say what I want. The bigger, the better.
Oh,
Oh,
I heard that, dear. And she said that bold too.
uh-huh.
Yeah. The bigger the better. I said, man. Our good friend
See, I'm the
Sonolia.
opposite.
When I met my son's father, I was 25 and he was 54. We were together for 12 years until he passed right after I had our son. He didn't look his age or act his age. So,
Wow.
okay.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very sorry about that. What were you about to say, Joe? That you was the total opposite?
Yeah, I am the opposite in a few areas.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
kind of like. I mean, I look at health, different health issues and stuff like that. I usually like a military man that has been well kept, well taken care of. Well, they look at. I'm not into what's the word? I don't know how to say it, so let me shut up. But I have, as far as like securities and insecurities, I'm very confident in myself. I just don't understand why somebody 20 or 30 something years old will want such an older woman. To me, I'm gonna be thinking that you got what is it?
And let's see. And we got a lot of these beautiful sisters that appreciate us, economy size fellas.
That's right. That man with that belly. That's so sexy to me.
I mean, ooh, okay, yeah,
That sounds
and
crazy, I know, but it's sexy.
no. I trust me, I know this firsthand. Trust me, but one of the more is I like some thickness and some fluffiness.
I know that's right,
Right
Wanda.
now.
And I can hear it in her voice for some reason, though. I can definitely hear. And Venus said, "Tam, you don't look your age." Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
And Jenna says, "Let me find out someone like Fluffy before I get back skinny." I know that's right. I know that's right. But when it comes to age difference, what's the, I may have asked this and I just forgot though, but what's the oldest each one of you are willing to date? The oldest. What is that limit? What is that plateau? That limit?
I like you asking a question that it's like I would have to have experienced that age group before, So as far as my experience is concerned, I tried to date somebody that was 60, and I've dated men in their, the 50 range, and so for me to be 48 and experiencing the older, then I don't know. I want to say I really wouldn't go over 55. As far as going down, I probably wouldn't date anybody under 45.
Okay. Okay. Anyone else?
Juan, how old you say you was? No, just kidding.
Well, I date with a purpose. So I would have to say no older than 45. Now, I mean, you can always, you can always date somebody 50, 51, but that wouldn't be the purpose that I'm looking for. So anybody my age, the lowest I would date, I mean, they gotta know some 90s R&B, So if you don't know 90s R&B, then I can't date you. So at least over 30, 33, something like that.
Wow. And Trace, I didn't know. I thought you were a little younger than that, but okay. And we got some other ones. Tawanda says 37 to 53 for me. And Robert Gorham says oldest is 55, depending on how She is taking care of herself physically and healthily. Okay. And Steve telling you to speak up, Dwan. Okay. Tasha says, I prefer to date older. Deborah says 40 to 50. And Wanda says the 5-year range. I'm going to be 50 this year. So 55 for me, older, and 45 younger. Okay. And Reginald says, body weight comes and goes. I will say this, that if you are into BBW or big men, if they decide to lose their weight, that's a good question. Does that change your opinion / attraction toward them, especially if they're losing weight for health reasons?
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't.
And again, we talking about men and women.
Yeah.
Y'all like the playground, but us dudes, well, she got the dunk.
What?
Well, she got those hips. How would we feel? Would she lose them? I might as well go there.
Go ahead.
She's top heavy,
Right.
and we like our desserts, but how would you feel about that? Would that weight loss greatly alter their looks to you? Would it be for the better or for the worse? How would y'all feel?
It wouldn't matter to me. It wouldn't matter to me.
Okay.
And a man that is bigger, he would lose weight, his face would change, but I think that would be something that's still appealing. And actually, to be honest, he probably looks much younger. Mike, I think about your pictures, how you look you look like maybe 7 8 years younger than what you are, as opposed to when you are compact sizer. So
what kind of sizer?
I mean, the physical attributes will change, but if I'm in it, I'm in it. You know what? I'm probably gonna be trying to lose some weight too, because I got some crevices and all of that. But I mean, I'm just gonna be honest, but I want to lose those, I know that being my age, when I have lost weight, I lose the weight, and it's still, it is, I still look the same, but I think men do make dramatic changes when they lose weight. Their physical attributes are considerably different, but can you just maybe act like you still got a playground or something so I can?
Well, we could put a pillow there. Okay, how
We
about
can put
that?
a pillow. Yeah.
Okay. Now listen, Clarissa asks, Mike, are you referring to stretched skin? Well, you know what? I didn't even think about that.
Oh, I find stretch marks very sexy.
Oh,
That's
what?
That's two of us then. Okay.
Yeah.
You just never know what people like.
I'm gonna have to keep you away from my women. Here's Ronald. I like top heavy. Oh gosh, I should even read this. I should have read this one first.
You should knew it was coming.
Those are natural down pillows to rest my head for it though. Okay. So Mike's women. Yeah, Liz, that was a Freudian slip. But anyway, I guess size in this case makes a difference. Matters or what have you. Venus says she has plenty. Yeah. And fellas, she's a very attractive young lady, though.
Yeah, it's a pretty girl.
Yes, and hopefully, and she did say she wanted to participate in the 7-day challenge, but we'll get with that in a moment, though. Okay. Yeah. So I guess the bottom line is, and back to the original topic, is, well, Luma, how much younger? And I think I may have asked that though. What's the limit? The youngest y'all would date?
Oh, me. I'm going to say 38, 38. And that's younger than my oldest son, Jesus.
Oh,
That's all right. That's all right.
But I was a young mother. My oldest son
Mhm.
is 41. So, yeah. So,
Mhm.
okay.
38, yeah.
Okay, Joe. Because I know you don't want it. You've let it be known you don't want a young buck. So what's the don't look like that,
I don't
Joe.
want a young buck, and I don't want somebody this overweight.
Okay.
I mean, I
Okay.
think that like for me and maybe a couple of other people, like being in the medical field, it makes you conscious of, and then there's I don't know, I'm not attracted to gluttony. Not saying that about you guys, but it's just to me that the mindset is a little different. And then when it comes to the age set, anything under 45, I'm not really too. They might want to make me work out, and I mean, I'm not going there either. But I ain't going there either. So I don't know. I don't think I would date anybody under 45. I'm just not
Oh,
attracted to them.
okay.
You know what,
Okay.
Mike? When I was younger, when I was in my 20s,
Mm-hmm.
I was married, and my ex-husband was 10 years older than me. But when I remember when I was 25, and I heard one of my cousins who's my mom's age say, "Old men give you worms," and I was turned off of older men from that point. And so I think that's a psychological thing too, where and so but I was like, how can they give you worms and they can still make babies? But I believed that for a long time. When I was in my 20s, I believed that.
I've heard that too, Tamara.
Mhm.
I've heard that too. That older people give you worms. I don't know how they came up with that theory. I don't know where they came up with that though. But
Yeah.
worms though, that sounds disgusting though. But
Mhm.
Yeah.
but anyway, but let me ask y'all this. Then we'll move on. To an older celebrity crush. Who would be your older celebrity crush?
Oh.
Morgan Freeman.
Okay.
Oh, I like it.
Go ahead.
I can't even say. I can't even think of because I don't look at celebrity people like that. I don't know.
And you live right there where they at.
And that's why I don't know. I can't even say. I can't even answer that one.
Dwan?
Oh man, I don't. Mm. Halle Berry
Is she
and
older than you? Well,
Well,
yeah,
yeah,
she is
yeah,
older. Yeah.
she's
yes,
older than me. Are we
Mhm.
talking now? Are we talking old, like 60? Because I can I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know.
Well,
That's hard. That's hard. That's a hard.
Mhm.
my oldest is Felicia Rashad.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's a good one.
Mm.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And back to the worms, Sonolia says, I heard that too. Well, come on and wiggle my way. With that said, we will go to our next topic. Okay. And this is going to be one. I don't know how we're going to do this though, but here we go. Well, here we go. Are men who spoil women overcompensated? That's a simple question.
Mm.
Are men, I don't know if I need to explain this, but are they trying, do they give? And I might say this to both genders. Maybe I should have made it.
Yeah.
You know
Mhm.
what? I might do it while y'all talking though. But are
Mhm.
people who spoil their significant others overcompensating? What say you, co-host? please go first.
I mean, I would say I've never had a man spoil me, to be honest with you. I haven't. So, but I've been the other way around where I was the buyer in a lot of situations. You know what I mean? I would say no. Some people just that's their love language. Yeah, they have a love language of giving, and that's how I am. Um, you know, but I ain't never met one of them kind of guys, so I don't know. But yeah, no, I would say that some people like they just want to share what they experience, and part of what they may experience has to do with being able to be able to financially give. You know what I'm saying? And that's
Mhm.
sometimes to me that feels like a God thing. Like I don't have a problem with sharing what I have because I want you to experience the, you know, it's just for the experience of it. So I would say not in all cases, no.
Mhm.
I agree
Okay.
with Joseph, and not in all cases.
Okay.
Mhm.
So does that mean that they may be overly generous or what have you, or what's going on with them?
Just givers. Some people are givers. They just love.
That's just
I
part
get
of
it.
their love
Yeah,
language to be
yeah.
giving.
I get it. I get this euphoria when I give. It makes
That's
me
it right
feel
there. Is when I
so
see that's
good.
it right there. That's a good point because when I give something to somebody and they're unexpecting it or then it fills me up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
almost like when you volunteering to do something that makes you feel better, whatever. So it's just a good feeling to see somebody else experience joy and happiness. So
Yes.
when it comes
Yes.
to like, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna pay for us to do this, to go to this place that neither one of us have went to. I don't know. Out here, I'm in Sacramento. Rafting is kind of big. Different stuff like that. So sometimes I would prefer to well, I'm going to pay the experience. You haven't experienced it. I haven't. I'll pay for it so we can experience it together. And I appreciate seeing the smile on that person's face.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. And Wanda says, no, some people have a giving and caring spirit. Okay. And Reginald says, I would say whatever you catch the person with, then that's probably what are you going to do. Yeah, okay. I would say that whatever you catch the person with, then that's probably what you are going to do to keep them. In other words, don't start anything that you can't or unwilling to keep. So keep all things in moderation. So I
Yeah,
think, yeah, don't start out the gate with
Yeah.
yeah, don't,
expensive.
yeah, exactly.
And
Don't
that's
start
hard
the
to
gate.
do. I get
Yeah,
exactly what he's saying, and that's kind of hard to do because after a while, like I keep coming up with these ideas, and I keep coming up like you know, being thoughtful. So if you're thoughtful, you think of things to give. Like if I'm out and I'm grocery shopping, I might buy you your favorite items, you know, just different stuff like that. But at some
Yeah.
point, if that other person isn't thoughtful at all, then it becomes like, look. You know, and it's not that I want anything back, but I want to know that I am on your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like when
And
you're
you
other places that is not, you know, I had somebody that would pick roses out of somebody else's garden and bring it to me. And I thought that was very thoughtful.
yeah,
You know what I
see,
mean?
okay.
He was
But I
stealing,
mean,
you're
but
but I
feeling.
mean, to
What
your
you say?
point, Joseph, if you are constantly giving, and you're not receiving anything back, and that shows you, or that could say they don't appreciate, or they feel entitled to that. That gets old after a while. After gift
Mhm.
number 3 or suggestion number 3, I'm done. That's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's different for everybody, and I really can appreciate what you're saying, because what you're saying is it's natural. It's a natural thing, and when that's not reciprocated, you're like, wait a minute, what? It's a wrap.
And it's not
Mhm,
about
mhm.
how much the
Yes,
experience
yes,
costs
yes.
because I had my kid's dad. And I was
Mm-mm.
with that
Oh,
man for quite a long time. And and I was always bringing us on the experiences. So I had to talk to him and say, hey, why don't you come up with something this time? Why don't you think of what is it that we're gonna do for date night? And he put me on what I guess the light rail train. We went on a ride on the light rail train with all the homeless people and all the all the riffraff. I don't know what y'all call it in y'all area, and went to a nice, quite a ways on this train with all the to McDonald's and back. And I was like, well, that was in this. But I wanted you to see what I ride and what I go through every day. The damn light rail. I was like, we could have went to the park down the street. But I appreciated it because he tried to really think about it. He wanted to give me an experience that I hadn't had, and I had not been on a light rail.
Well, it could have been a little better than that, though. But yeah, I've been on both sides. Chauncey says I've been on both sides. I'm a giver, but because some folks take advantage, I have to consciously hold back. I've also had one man who was very giving, and he was a lot older than me. We almost, went full circle. Chauncey, how old was it? How old was it? Please tell us in the comments section. And Jennifer says, not tit for tat, but at least show me I matter to you.
Yeah, I agree with Jennifer.
Yeah. He's riding simple skies. I keep coming. Well, yeah, I get you. I get you. He's going to jail. He caught on camera stealing roses.
He was nervous when he got those roses too. He was nervous when he just knew they was watching him.
Joy Scott says, if someone doesn't give you a gift back, it may mean they don't understand that that's your love language. They may be giving you what their love language is, quality time, acts of service, etc. And you both need to get an understanding. Okay. Okay. And And
so I experienced that before too. And I let them know. I just want to know if you're thinking about me when you go to, you know what I mean? Or if so that particular person, he would give me a candy bar when he went like different places where he went to get some cash or something, but he would bring me back some candy because he knew that was my thing. I love candy. So he would start bringing me back candy. Yeah, he was a very good man. He was married, moving right along. He knew how to treat a woman. He did. Then I found out he was married.
He kept that on the low.
Yeah. Still trying to bring me another candy bar to this day. Still married.
Was it a Mr. Good bar?
It was various types of candy, all kinds. Ooh, he was some good candy. All in the middle of the night, 1, 2 in the morning candy. In the morning, 5, 6 on my way to work candy. I come out to the car and it might be a bag of candy sitting on my car. But you should have put that card in there that said I'm married.
You sound like a sugar daddy.
Okay.
I
like that the one.
That kind of candy.
That was that.
It wasn't that. It was, it wasn't that good. It was just old 7-Eleven candy bar.
Well, sugar daddy because the candy had sugar in it.
There you go.
And Michael McKeever says it's natural for me to do, but I learned I can't spoil everyone. I like that. Some might make you feel in the situation that you are by yourself, one-sided. So I learned to guard my heart more and use wisdom. Definitely. Definitely. You can't give everybody. And like we said, you can't start out the gate giving stuff, No, you can't do that. So many people are still learning how to love. Communicating what love looks like to you, both is grown people's moves. Yeah, so you have to be careful. and
So I wonder what this looks like coming from a younger man dating an older woman.
Mm-hmm.
well, I think it goes both ways though. If you, and again, full circle again though. And I think there are older people, men and women, who become a sugar daddy / sugar mama to their sugar baby to try to
Mm-hmm.
keep them.
Absolutely.
And
Don't say that word. You ain't supposed to call it that,
Yeah.
Mike. Sugar baby, making it sound all like a.
well, it is nasty, but they do what they can and like Reginald says, don't start anything that you can't keep up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then again, if you have to give them gifts to keep them, then
That's the problem.
that's a serious problem right there.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a season problem. And Reginald says the seasoned saints aren't necessarily looking for what the younger saints are looking for.
I agree.
Okay. And Marie Johnson said being in a one-sided relationship is hard. Older
So I'm
relationship.
curious in both of these different kind of relationships, like somebody that's overcompensating or somebody that likes to be giving, or in the relationship with the older and the younger, and where's God at in all of this? How do you where's their God experience in this? You know what I'm saying? Because I need to be able to communicate with a man about the Bible, about God, about applying God in my life. Where does that sit at? You know?
That's a good point. And like, what if you meet them in our morning worship? Meet that older person. I don't know. So you meet a church
I met a
mother.
fool once in church. I wouldn't do it again.
Yeah,
I met
yeah.
a complete fool in church once.
I can see it now. You're a young fella and your throat dry, and she hand you some peppermint, and it goes from there.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're a young lady.
Give you an Altoid. Here you go.
Yeah, Altoid. Yeah, the hottest thing on earth. But yeah, you crying, and the chairman of the deacon board come and okay.
Mike. Mike, you're wrong, Mike. You're wrong.
Oh my God.
Tawanda says, I tell you this, if my man gives me gifts, I'm going to show him how much I appreciate what he gave me and give him a sweet long kiss and hug him. Do I need to read the rest of this? I will surprise him in return when he's least expecting it. Affection is my response on different levels. Tawanda, we're gonna have to talk about this more at the after party. I want to see what you're getting at though. Okay. Kimberly with sugar baby isn't nasty. People use baby as pet names.
Ain't nobody gonna call.
I don't do that. I don't do that.
No, I don't think we call each other sugar
not
baby.
unless we're in a serious relationship.
Oh, now Tracy has a point. Spoiling doesn't have to be in the form of gifts. You can spoil in a number of ways.
Like I said, it's about being thoughtful.
Yeah,
it's about being thoughtful. Like especially like since quarantine, I try to date somebody and I explained to them like I don't know how to dance. Like I know you said you like to dance. I was like I don't know how to. He could have turned his living room into a dance floor if we, you know what I mean. Come up with something that's thoughtful. You know what I mean. I love flowers. I love, I'm a flower person. He could have took me into his backyard and let's do some planting or let's turn over a few piles of dirt or something. And that's just all about being thoughtful.
I get you. And like I said, you love flowers though. I understand that. I truly understand. Wait, I saw one on here on Tia. I think when there's a significant gap in age, we automatically think that they are together for superficial reasons. I'm guilty of making that assumption.
Mhm.
So is it possible a
I mean, you
30-year-old?
don't know their story. I mean,
That's true. That's true. But
yeah.
is it possible or feasible that a 20 or 30-year-old guy could be in love with an octogenarian, you know, they're in their 80s? Is that possible?
Um,
I'm being honest. Like we look at what was that model name she passed to? Uh Blonde haired model. She married the old millionaire.
Marie,
Oh,
shoot, what was her name?
You know who I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, and she married the old fella, and he
so
was
I get when it like okay. So again, I'm in California, and out here there's also a lot of mixed couples that get together so that they can have a mixed race child. And that's their conversation. That's
Anna Nicole
I'm
There it is.
with
Smith.
And
her
Nicole
because I
Smith.
want
Yeah.
them to be
Anna,
made. And
thank you,
so
Kate.
that happens a lot out here versus the younger and the older, whatever the case may be. And
Wow.
I just kind of I've listened to it and I've and I kind of look at it like, well, I'm sitting here with my single cup, sipping on my tea. So y'all go ahead and I'm gonna let it be.
Now
None of
you
my
know.
business.
Now you know that rhymed, right?
It's
Right.
none of my,
Mhm.
but it's none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Who am I to judge when I got nobody?
Mm,
Mhm.
mm. But
That's
when you
true.
be a little bit curious, though,
No, I know what it is. I mean, you know,
I get you.
but it's still none of my business. Well, how's it going to
That's
benefit
true.
me? You know what I mean?
That
How's it going to
that's true.
benefit me knowing how old they are or how whatever they are or why he's with her and why it's none of my business.
Right.
Mhm.
That
Wait a
makes
minute.
sense, Rosette.
Yeah, that makes good
And
sense.
to me, I look at a lot of things in life like it's just a TV show. Let's see what's gonna happen.
Mm.
It ain't none of whatever.
Oh.
Mhm.
I get- Chauncey asks, what about Hugh Hefner?
Oh
Or
yeah.
I mentioned the late Hugh Hefner. He had
Mhm.
all those young chicks. Well, you know what? I mean,
Yeah, but he had no children though.
Right.
See?
yeah,
It was all about
the
the look. It wasn't about trying to build a family. I don't think he had any children with those three women.
I had to look, I had to research it.
I don't think so. So I think it was all about showing the public, yeah, I got these three younger women. They're my bunnies. You know, this is what I can do. But it was all about money. It was all about
Yeah.
trying to get
Yeah.
get it
Yeah.
what they can get from him
Yeah.
And then plus
and
he's
what he can
trying,
get from him.
but yeah, and he's trying to keep his image,
Hmm.
trying to hold on to his youth.
Yeah, yeah.
And instead of settling down with a woman his age or close to it, you know,
Hmm.
yeah, that is, I don't know, it's kind of sad though. But
So is that why a person would date somebody a lot younger to hold on to their youth?
I think, in some cases,
Yeah.
I
That's
think,
very plausible. That because I said that. I don't want to get to the point where I'm just sitting around doing nothing. And I feel like with a younger man, he gonna want to go, and I'm gonna want to go, and we gonna do this. We gonna do this. So yes, that keeps me. That keeps me motivated. That's just me. I
Mhm.
want to stay motivated. I don't want to be 56 talking about, oh, I'm just gonna go to Indianapolis and visit my grandkids. No, we got some stuff planned. You know what I'm saying? So yes, that's very possible.
I get you. I
Yeah.
understand that. And I understand. And Reginald says you are dating a younger person and life happens. Their body breaks down, aches and pains. Now, do you dump them or would you stay with them? Mm. And what is this? Robert says, hold on to youth is something you have to do for yourself.
Mhm, mhm.
And Andrea says, I believe Patty LaBelle just started dating someone significantly younger.
Even
Like
Miss
what,
Wood.
Patty can do whatever she wants.
Now
Yeah,
look,
Yo,
look,
yeah, that's Patty.
That's
Patty.
Patty.
look.
That's Patty. So wait, and yeah, and VL says that was his preference, his rights, and his business. That's
I agree.
at
Yeah.
the end of the day, when we cut the lights off and lock the doors and go to bed for the night, that's what it is. It's their business. It's not going to affect us in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So
Nope.
that's it. That's pretty much it, though. And I think the bottom line is that when it comes to older or younger, it's just what your choice is.
Right. Your
That's when it,
Yep.
yeah, that's your preference right there. And also depends on if you find them attractive, and not only just on the outside, but on the inside too. So
Right.
at the end of the day, is you do what you want to do, as long as you're not
And,
harming anyone, and that's it.
and it's all about communication.
Absolutely.
All about
Absolutely.
communication.
It's
Yeah.
all about the communication. And speaking of communication, and that said, we are out of time. We
Can I
are.
Oh, what?
Can I
What?
say this, Mike? I ain't trying to be funny.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
This was the best show. I have truly enjoyed this show. Josette, she always, she keeps it real. She's very, very transparent. She's honest. But
Thank you.
this was just a good show. It really was. And then to interact with Dewan, I've never really interacted with him, but this just seemed like it was just so natural. You know what I'm saying? Especially after I found you got a kid. Okay, so
And I just say I hope y'all.
I was being quiet, but I wanted to say, just give me that bony man. Give me the bony one with his
The bony
knees
man.
all popping out.
Nothing but skin. Nothing but skin and bone. That's it.
Not that skinny, but some of them got the knees and they be like, ooh, come on. Anyway.
This was a good one, Mike. This was a good one.
Well, to God be the glory. So I just say it that way. And the topic is only as good as the panelists and the audience that's watching. So, hey, y'all make this show good. Y'all make it good. So, with that said, we may continue this at the after party. So, join us immediately following this live cast. We will post the link up in the groups, and you can join in via Zoom link. You could join us, and we have a great time. And it's Saturday night, so we may stay in just a little bit longer than usual, okay? And then on Tuesday, we have Tuesday Talk, of course, at 9 p.m. on or about 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have great discussion. We had a good discussion last Tuesday, and we'll have a good discussion this Tuesday, okay? And I guess this goes with the announcement I was to make. So I just do it right here. Next Saturday, as you know, we've been doing the 7-day connection challenge. So, and instead of trying to do 3 live streams a week, which that's not going to do right there, we'll do the 7-day connection challenge next Saturday. Okay. We'll still work out some bugs in it though, but we will be taking in people who are interested, and we just go from there like we did this past Monday. It'll be fun. It'll be exciting. And we've had some good connections as a result of this though. So hopefully you'll join in and we'll go from there. Okay. And I think that's about it, y'all.
Oh, Mike,
Go
we're
ahead.
supposed to spring forward tonight. So does that mean that the after party is going late night? We're supposed to spring forward.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that though. I forgot about. Well,
losing an hour.
I'll see about that though.
Tamara stepped back like, what y'all?
I forgot about that though. Well, we'll see about
you muted,
that though.
Tamara, you muted.
Look, that's all right. I got you. I
I
don't know
was
what
like,
we're gonna do,
if we
Justin.
swing forward, we
Yeah.
just
Um,
fell back 2 weeks ago.
I know. That's crazy though, ain't it?
Wow.
I
Yeah.
know. And we got some people want to do it, and that's great. That's fantastic though. So y'all gonna be on live stream next Saturday. We're gonna do this though. And thank you all for being here. Thank you all.
Yeah,
Thank,
Dwan and Tamara, thank you guys for joining in. That was
thank
real
you
cool.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
so much.
Thank you for
Appreciate it.
Mike,
asking.
huggies and love you as usual.
And thank you, Joe. That's why I keep you on my imaginary payroll. So I'm gonna give you.
Woo, imaginary. Let me go on imaginary me being a millionaire tonight.
So I
Mike
see.
got me on the payroll.
So thank you all for being here. Thank you all. We love y'all. Thank you for supporting this endeavor. Thank you. And if it's the Lord's will, we'll see you next week. Okay. So until then, see you later,
Bye-bye.
alligators.
Bye.
Bye bye, y'all. Bye.